Hello everybody and welcome to Forever Rugby on Forever Sports, and the Sharks have just hammered Pro Rugby 45 points to 5. A great game for the Sharks, a game that they needed because, after being hammered by the Bulls last weekend, the Sharks season was kind of in tatters. And I think this competition offers them an opportunity to try and salvage something out of the season. And as a result, they needed to come out swinging and they needed to come out and prove a point. And yes, it was a very, very young post side. Several teenagers on the field. So at times, literally men against boys. But what are you supposed to do? You got to come out, you got to play what's in front of you, you got to get the result. And the Sharks did that. They were very good. They scored very nice and early. And they didn't take their foot off the pedal. They continued building, they continued growing into the game. And some terrific performances. Even Etzebeth, absolutely colossal. The Kanya looking getting like he's being back close to his best. So really, really good work from them there. And yeah, I think it's going to be interesting to see if they can kick on now and whether they'll be able to carry this momentum. They're playing Cheetahs next week, and it's about replicating this type of performance. So before we sort of go through the game, as I sort of blow by blow count and sort of see what happened when, please do smash like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel as well. Sharks are very potent, scoring 3.5 points per entry into 22. They went over very early to Lekanya in the 8th minute. Currie Bosch adding the extras. Lekanya went over for his second try in the 24th minute. But it was a great try from Arkwell, the 19-year-old wing, as PAU found a bit of space down the left-hand side, chipped back inside, and the 19-year-old raced up, jumped on it, and went over. But yeah, Lekanya then putting the Sharks back in front. Well, they're always in front, but back on top of things in the 24th minute. Currie Bosch adding the extras. Currie Bosch adding a penalty in the 31st minute after missing one. Etzebeth going over for his first try in the 40th minute. And Monsportito then going over just after half time. So they really built that momentum. Etzebeth once again over on the 46th minute after clearly got a yellow card. So PAU down to 14 men. And then Pimpy with the final try in the 49th minute. And after that, to be honest, the last 10 minutes were pretty awful. The last 15 to 20 minutes were pretty awful. Very tricky conditions. It was very wet. The ball only got more and more slippery. And you see that reflection in the way the game went. A lot of knock-ons creeping into the game, a lot of forward passes, a lot of errors. But yeah, let's look at some of the stats, shall we? So in terms of the main sort of stats and stuff like that, territory-wise, Sharks are 64% and 59% possession overall. They had a good scrum success rate of 88%. Lineouts were pretty good. The PAU lineouts were absolutely awful. I think operating at less than 70% success rate. From attacking point of view, the Sharks making 88 post-contact meters compared to PAU's 22, 7 line breaks compared to 1. Quite a lot of turnovers lost though from the Sharks. Maybe that's something they probably need to focus on. PAU's discipline was pretty dreadful with 15 penalties conceded. Both teams operating at 91% tackle success rate. In terms of some individual players, Varsity carried the ball a lot. He made a line break across 11 carries. Your top tacklers were most of the PAU players, for example. The captain, Martin and Pierce, was really heroic in trying to get his team on the front foot, trying to find some momentum. But just couldn't really affect the game like you would have liked to. James Benter was the top tackler for the Sharks with 8 tackles. Honor Jacobs came on the second half and made 8 himself. If we look at on the attack, for example, meters carried, Upper Fassi with 124, Mapimpi with 92. Defenders beaten, Upper Fassi with 2, with 2, Knox and Chair with 2, Skin was not Chair with 2. So lots of good running from the Sharks. I think what's also a big bonus for the Sharks, I thought Francois Fenta and Lekanya as a combination took a step forward today. And I think that's quite important. I think that combination in the Sharks, some of them are still quite new. And as they start to gel, as they start to click, this team, I think, will just generally get a lot better. And start to compete and start to get the right results. So as I said, they got to Cheetahs next week. I expect them to go pretty strong and to try and get 2 wins. I do think this competition is winnable for the Sharks from a pure squad perspective. Get yourselves into quarterfinals, get yourselves into semi-finals, get yourself into a final in London and see what happens, really. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Smash a like on the video and subscribe to the channel as well. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Steve. I'll chat to you soon.